There is a warmth hidden in the winter chill. It is there, just beneath the surface. In our minds and in our hearts. Memories, crystallized and preserved, of a time not so long ago when everything seemed possible. Like ghosts, those moments that even behind closed eyes can still raise goosebumps and stir the soul. Emotions, yes, the powerful and the poignant. But also the improbable and impossible. The wondrous allure of what was and what could still be. We smile, knowing now that this game has not abandoned us. No, this game is with us always, ready to break free when the world awakens in the spring.
After impressively finishing out his draft year in a development league, this prospect has been sent to open the following season with a Double-A club. This new player meets his Double-A coach for the first time. and receive some sagely advice about what it takes to be successful outside of the gym or field.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air.
New
Tonight, the first of this four-game weekend set between the Binghamton Rumble Ponies and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Marcus Rocha gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully...
Three! Out! 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 Three! You're out! Three! Out! Three!
Stepping in, Joe Random, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Joe Random.
Here's the first pitch to him. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Barreto has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself.
Matt, every team is looking for a guy like this. In a day and age where we're going to the bullpens more early and more often, you need at least one or two guys into the rotation that have the chance to get you into the 7th or 8th inning, and he's definitely one of those guys.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Ray is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing across here this half. We'll go now to the top of the third. Binghamton leads it 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joe Random. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The shortstop, Joe Random.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard to short. Bannister is right there. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Let's play ball. Three. You're out. That hit him. He's got first. He's out. Ball 4, take the base. Keep big! 3! Ball 4, take the base.
Into the box now, Joe
Leading up
Random.
for the
He got on
Fisher
top
Cats,
of one and was a ground out
shortstop,
victim last time.
Joe
It doesn't look very promising so
Random.
far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. The 0-2 once more. Again, he sends it out of play. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Play ball. Out. He's out. Out. You're out. Out.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Binghamton, number 40, Troy Aparicio.
Striding in once again, Joe
Now batting.
Random. He'll look
The
to bounce
shortstop,
back after striking
Joe
out his last time up.
Random.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sent out to straightaway center field. Valenzuela is there, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on base. We've played 8 full, and Binghamton is out in front 8-4.
Yeah, and they know this is going to be a tough stretch on the road. To win the first game of a series has got to feel pretty good. Something to build on for tomorrow.
8-4 tonight. The Binghamton Rumble Ponies rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Leonardo Barreto earns his first win of the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Binghamton Rumble Ponies. 8 runs on 12 hits. 1 error. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 24 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Time for minor league baseball here on the
And
show
now,
as we set
your
our sights on the
New
Double-A
Hampshire
Eastern League. Tonight, Game 2 of this
Fisher
4-game weekend set between the Binghamton Rumble Ponies and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Sean Reed Foley is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It will be awfully important that he...
Out. 3. He's out. Out. 3. Out. You're out. 3.
Now at the plate, Joe Random. He'll get
Leading
us
up
going
for
here in
the
the
Fisher
bottom
Cats,
half of the second.
The shortstop, Joe Random.
First offering on its way. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit, but that'll be off the wall in right center. And that right there was his first Double-A base hit. I would imagine he's got to feel pretty good about that.
I'm sure he does, Matt. A lot of guys never get to Double-A baseball, and even though this isn't the end goal for him, it's always nice to get on the stat sheet as you move up through the minors.
Let's play ball. He's out. Out. 3. 3. 3. 3. You're out. Ball 4. He's out.
So striding forward
Now
now,
batting.
Joe
The
Random.
shortstop.
He singled his last
Joe
time up.
Random.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line towards center field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, all tied at 1-1. Standing in, Joe
Now
Random,
batting.
1 for
Shortstop.
2 on his line so
Joe
far in the game.
Random.
Here comes the first pitch. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center.
All right, hang on. Right here, right here.
Right center. Morse blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Let's play ball. Out. He's safe. Full four. Take the base. Three. He's out. Out. And hit him. First base. He's safe. That's ball four. 3. Out. You're out. 3. He's out. Out.
Into the box now, Joe
Now batting.
Random. He came through with an
shortstop.
RBI single in his
Joe
last at-bat.
Random.
Here comes the first pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Ray is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Play ball.
Well, he didn't even break a sweat in this one. 3 pitches, he gets the out and heads to the clubhouse to celebrate. Can't do much better than that.
4-2 the final score tonight. Binghamton jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Joe Grotar gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Abdul Stevens closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Binghamton Rumble Ponies. 4 runs on 9 hits. 2 errors. They left 14 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air
now,
on the show.
your
Tonight it's the third of
New
this 4-game
Hampshire
weekend series between the
Fisher
Binghamton
Cats.
Rumble Ponies and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Aaron Long will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy has 3 pitches that he brings into his mix. And if he has all of them working, he has a chance to be really solid. A good pitcher, but he needs command of all 3 of his pitches.
Let's play ball. Out. Heat base. First base. Out. Ball 4. Take the base. You're out. Ball 4. Take the base. He's out. Out. 3.
Striding into the box,
Batting
Joe
fifth.
Random.
The
He'll get to
shortstop.
take his first cuts
Joe
here.
Random.
First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground to short.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Moving to his right. And that's the second out.
Play ball. Out. You're out. 3. Out. Out. He's out. You're out. 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 He's out.
Now at the plate, Joe Random.
Now batting.
0 for 1 for him
Shortstop.
here in this one.
Joe Random.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
0-1, here's the pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. 0-2, here it comes. Hit high and deep to right center. Ray is after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Let's play ball. You're out. 3. Out. 3. Out. He's out. You're
Ready once again, Joe
Now batting,
Random. He comes in
shortstop,
0 for 2 thus
Joe
far.
Random.
Here comes the first pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. But this will land untouched. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-2. Another one sent foul. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Play ball. 3. 3. Lay down. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. He's safe. 3.
At the plate, Joe Random. He'll look to bounce back
shortstop,
after striking out his
Joe
last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that
Random.
one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit in the air to right field. Ray has it in his tracks, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Let's play ball. Out. Full 4. Take your base. Out. Out. He's out. 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 He's out. 3.
Digging in to try it again.
Now
Joe
batting,
Random. The
shortstop,
winning run at second.
Joe
However, the double play in
Random.
order here. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Grace giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Play ball. 3. He's safe. Out. 3. 3. 3.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. Binghamton posted 15 total hits in the ball game. Troy Aparicio claims the win out of the pen, his first. Abdul Stevens hammers down the save, his second. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plezak and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Binghamton Rumble Ponies. 5 runs, 15 hits, 2 errors. They left 22 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 35 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
A Double-A hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation
now,
of minor league baseball. Tonight
New
it's the first of
Hampshire
3 to start the new week
Fisher
between
Cats.
the Reading Fightin' Phils and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Dennis Stokes, a southpaw from New Jersey, gets the starting gig in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the things you look for in a pitcher, Matty, is movement on the fastball, and this guy has great run on his fastball. What does that mean? On his arm side, when he throws the ball, has it looks almost like a cutter. It has this little sweep.
Ball 4, take the base. He's out, 3.
So stepping in, Joe
Leading up
Random.
for the
He'll try
Fisher
and
Cats,
do what he can to
the
work for
shortstop,
cutting into this big
Joe
deficit.
Lots of baseball
Random.
left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third. And that's through for a hit.
Attaboy, when you get on base, check the outfielders.
Let's play ball. 3. Out. Ball 4, take the base. 3. Out. 3.
Stepping in, Joe
Now
Random.
batting,
He reached on
the
a single in
shortstop,
his first try.
Joe Random.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is grounded foul. The windup and the 0-1. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Now the pitch. Line drive to left. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
That's a slick play out there as we take a look at it on show motion. He was charging in quickly, and he slides to get under the ball just before it reaches the ground and gets the out. Well done.
Play ball. Out. That's ball 4. He's out. 3. Out. You're out. Out. 3. Ball 4. Take the ball.
Digging in now, Joe Random.
Now batting, shortstop, Joe Random.
First pitch on its way. Here's a chopper left side of
Beat
the
it out,
infield.
beat it out, beat it out.
Yamamoto gloves it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 5 innings complete. Redding is out in front here, 8-4.
Play ball. Out. He's safe. Out. 3. He's out. Out. 3. He's safe.
Now at the plate, Joe Random. He
Now
got on
batting.
top of one and was
The
a ground out
shortstop,
victim last time.
Joe Random.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. And a big moment for him there. His first home run as a Double-A player.
Yeah, and you always like to get those first out of the way, no matter what level you're playing at. Obviously, he's got aspirations to play in the big leagues, and this is exactly the kind of production that this organization is going to be looking for from him as his career progresses.
Play ball. He's out. 3. Ball 4. Take the base. Out. You're out. 3. Out. 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 3. You're out.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
8-6 the final score tonight. The Reading Fightin' Phils put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Ranger Suarez gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Dennis Stokes allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. Daniel McGathick records the save, his second. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
For the Fightins, 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 15 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 36 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes
New
your way on the
Hampshire
show. Tonight,
Fisher
the second
Cats.
of 3 to start the week between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Marcus Rocha will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
Let's play ball. Out. He's out. 3. Out.
Stepping up now, Joe
Batting
Random.
6.
It was a 2-hit effort for him,
shortstop,
including a home run in
Joe
last night's game.
Random.
First pitch on its way. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Beard looking up. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. Second home run early in the year as they move on top 4-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game. But things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam. And they might...
Three! Out! Three! He's out! Out! That's bullshit. Out! Out! He's out!
So coming to the plate, Joe
Now
Random.
batting.
He went deep for a grand slam in his first at-bat.
Hey, there haven't been a lot of runs scored in this one, but with one swing of the bat, he was able to drive in 4 in his last one. That was a huge grand slam that he hit.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just...
Three! You're out! Three! Out! Ball 4, take the base. He's out! 3!
Digging in and looking for more, Joe Random. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Play ball. 3! Out! 3! Out! You're out! He's out! 3! 3! Out! 3! Out!
At the plate, Joe Random. He
Leading
singled
up
his
for the
last
Fisher
time
Cats,
up.
the shortstop, Joe Random.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Play ball. You're out! 3! Out!
Come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. New Hampshire put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Marcus Rocha gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he finished just 1 out shy of 9 complete innings. Brian McHenry couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Fisher Cats, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors, they left 13 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes.
Time for minor league baseball here on the
And now,
show as we set our sights on the
New
AA Eastern
Hampshire
League. Tonight,
Fisher
the rubber match of
Cats.
this 3-game series between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Sean Reed Foley, the Guamanian-born pitcher, will get the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Play ball. 3.
Now to the plate, Joe
Batting
Random.
fourth.
He was a perfect
The
4 for
shortstop.
4 in last
Joe
night's game.
Random.
First pitch on its way. And that one swung on and missed 0-1.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Ready with the 0-1. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The next 0-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Nieto on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. At the plate, Joe Random. He flew
Now
out
batting.
in his last at
The
bat.
shortstop, Joe Random.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Drilled on the ground.
On the bag,
short.
on the bag. Pick it up,
Backhanded
pick it
try
up.
into the hole. It's short, but this gets on by. And now he has some trouble with it in left. And the run's going to come in to score from
What a way to
second
square
as
up
they
on that
grab
ball.
a
Great job.
2-0 lead now. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here.
Play ball. Ball 4. Take the base. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. Out. 3. You're out. He's out. Out.
So now it'll be the 4-hole
The batter,
hitter, Joe
the
Random.
shortstop,
He came through with
Joe
an RBI single in his last
Random.
at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Robinson ranging back.
Go, go,
and
go, go,
just
go,
short
go,
of a
go.
home run. This ball's off the wall. The relay.
He didn't fool anybody there because he was waiting on that curveball all the way. Stays back and lets it break right over the heart of the plate. Gives it a ride and drives in a run. Nice piece of hitting right there.
Hey! Out! That's ball four. Out! Three! Out! You're out!
Trying to pick things up where he left
The
off.
batter,
Joe
the
Random.
shortstop,
He'll try to follow up the
Joe
double in his last at-bat
Random.
with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Nieto is right there, one down.
Play ball. Three! Ball four. Take the base. Out! He's out! 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 You're out! He's out! Out! Ball four. Take your base. Out!
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The New Hampshire Fisher Cats took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Sean Reed Foley gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. David Paulino earns the save out of the bullpen, his second. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Fisher Cats, 4 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 16 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 3 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air
now,
on the show.
please welcome
Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Hartford Yard Goats. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Bernardo Moreno is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Play ball. He's safe. 3. He's safe. 3. Out. 3. Out.
Digging in, Joe Random,
Leading off
as he'll
for
get
New
his
Hampshire,
first opportunity in this one.
Joe Random.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we'll start the inning off with an easy fly ball to straightaway left. Monticelli is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And one of the main pieces on this team today is the guy playing shortstop. A ton of range, the ability to go in the hole, set that back foot with a strong arm over to first base. And I know it's going to upset the second baseman and the third baseman, but at the end of the day, the shortstop is and always.
Out. You're out. He's out. Out. 3. Out. You're out. 3. He's out.
Settling in now, Joe Random.
The
He
batter,
flew out in his
the
last
shortstop,
at-bat.
Joe Random.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible.
Hand hit him. First base. That's well through. 3. Out. 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 3. 3. You're out.
Digging in, Joe Random. He
The batter,
singled his last
the
time
shortstop,
up.
Joe Random.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch reined in. Oh, look at this sliding stop. How about that? So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Fisher Cats lead it 2-1.
Play ball. Out. Out. 3. He's out. 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 3. 3. 3. Ball 4, take the base. Out. Ball 4, take the base. Out. 3.
Ready now, Joe Random.
Now batting,
He got on top of
the
one and was a
shortstop,
ground out victim
Joe
last time.
Random.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reed is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Let's play ball. He's out. 3. That's ball 4. Out. 3. Out. 3. 3. You're out. 3.
Hey, it took him an extra extra frame to do it. But hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. David Paulino claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plezak and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Fisher Cats, 4 runs.